What's up, guys? This is Do You Want to Be the Universe? And guess what? It's very cold in my room, and I have not gone to sleep yet. Nope, I have not gone to sleep since yesterday. And since today is Saturday, yes, I haven't gone to sleep since, last Friday. Stuff like that. But to let things know, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. So I'm ready for this final, and I've actually managed to get off of work so I can actually get it on time and stuff like that because of Thanksgiving and stuff. So this is great. So I'm gonna hurry up and get started on it because this means it's open up the fact that I can now watch the movie because no longer the spoiler thing at the end, and I'm not gonna skip because you guys just tell me to skip it because I'm not gonna skip it because what's the point of skipping something when I'm gonna watch all of it? It can finally happen, and that'll be great. After all these months and times of not being able to watch it, I can finally watch it, and you don't know how happy I am, and I don't know how happy you guys are because, I'm not with you, but, okay, trying to shake off this tiredness with good episodes of MLP, and since this is the final of Season 5, can't wait. So my predictions and pretty much the complications and obviously the thing that's going to be happening in this is that Starlight Glimmer's coming back. Is it Starlight Glimmer's coming back and she's going to pull something, like if it wasn't obvious from the cameos in the background that she's been having, and also from the complete and utter just downright foreshadowing that Twilight did, just like, oh, maybe all of us will be summoned. Oh, maybe it'll be somebody we didn't expect to see again. The quantum physics one is the only thing that's kind of irking me, but that's it. That's just foreshadowing in a nutshell for Twilight fan. Now, for anyone who is curious, this is for anyone who is curious about the manga comic book thing that I'm writing. I'm not going to explain it now because we got a reaction to do, so I'm not going to delay you guys that. But if you're interested in it, stick around for the end of the review and blind reaction, and I'm going to tell you about something new that I'm probably going to be doing. That's only if you're interested, because I've gotten to a particular point in the story where I just cannot stop drawing because I'm having too much fun now. And this is the moment that I'm actually saying, yes, I'm really happy that I have created this story. So that's it. Let's just hurry up and get started and not waste any more time. 3, 2, 1, now.
If some pony had told me when I was a blank flank that one day I'd give a speech to a class at Celestia School of Magic, I wouldn't have believed it, but...
Seriously, flashcards. You have a better memory than that.
Up to the task, because I can tell that all of you are, and that the future of equestrian magic is in good hooves.
Of course. Yeah, Spike Bunch.
That was even better than the first 11 times.
Amazing, right?
I don't know, Spike. I'd like to be able to get through the whole speech without looking at the cards.
Come on, Twilight. You can't be nervous about giving a speech to a bunch of magic students.
Not to mention you gave a speech at the end of Season 3.
But I do have to set a good example, especially for magic students. That's why this speech has to be...
Of course, perfect, because the other one was improvised, I guess.
Perfect.
Exactly. Let's go through it one more time. When Princess Celestia asked me to speak to you today, I was honored to have the opportunity to talk about my favorite subject, magic.
Poor Spike. He always has to go through the deep end on these sort of things. And the intro's already cut out. It makes Will's job easier.
Obviously, the long-term effects of the simultaneous acquisition of cutie marks has yet to be determined, but...
Those words! My head.
Next slide, please.
I love that, though, by the way. That's amazing. And look at her! She's here! Trust me, he's seen this a ton before, but...
from my own experience that the power of cutie mark magic is very real. And in the instance of my friends and I, it can be traced to a single event.
Nailing it.
Without Rainbow Dash's race to defend Fluttershy's honor, this rain boom wouldn't have happened. Fluttershy might never have discovered her love of animals. Applejack might never have realized that she belonged on her farm. And Pinkie Pie might never have decided to leave hers. It might be hard to imagine Rarity without her sense of fabulousness. But it's even harder to fathom what my life would be like.
If it wasn't for the two Pegasus ponies, you guys wouldn't even be together, would you?
Magic school. Celestia wouldn't have taken me on as her pupil, or sent me to Ponyville to meet my friends.
One friendship
and the most powerful thing
triggered
about cutie
4
mark
others.
magic that I found is the connection I share with them.
What's up? Oh.
But,
Oh,
the real question about cutie mark magic is, who it seems to affect.
What's up? Oh, what happened?
Starlight
Friends?
Glimmer?
I was sure I saw her, Spike, but when I looked again, she was gone. I'm just worried what she could be up to.
Wait, you're just now noticing her? I think everyone else
She wasn't
has.
very happy the last time you saw her.
Forcing every pony in her village to have the same cutie mark wasn't right. We had to do something.
Of course.
Now she's coming back for revenge.
Well, she was a hypocrite, so that's another thing.
Or she was just really interested in your speech.
Honestly, Spike, I'm not really sure what I saw. But as long as I have my friends, I know everything will be all right.
Oh, great. That's obvious foreshadowing. Now her friends are gone.
Maybe I was just more stressed about that speech than I thought.
Yeah.
Because I did that like
sounds
1,000
better
times in my
than Glimmer
book.
coming back with an evil plot for revenge.
She is.
Well, when you say it like that, it does sound kind of silly.
Or it's totally true.
Well, look at her.
Oh, Twilight.
Oh, welcome back, you and your weird color scheme. You're not much of a big reveal because I saw you coming, but yeah, cool.
I tell you, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. Won't be needing that anymore.
Well, whatever. You know, I probably forgot. Hello, Vortex of Curiosity. $20 that says something about time
I
travel.
don't know, Spike.
20
but I
bucks.
think we better find out.
I guess we could start with this.
Spike, no! Don't touch that!
If that's what it does, then that Starlight Glimmer just made a huge mistake. And okay, friends are still here. Okay. Yeah, time travel, cool. Yeah, let's see how this works out. Please tell me they do time travel correctly, like they did last time in About Time. Yeah, right, wings. I like how she actually had to take a little bit of a second to realize, oh yeah, wings.
Cloudsdale? Starlight doesn't even have wings. Why would she come here?
I don't know, Spike, but it looked like she could fly with just magic. Keep your eyes open. We don't know what she has planned.
Jesus!
Isn't that Rainbow Dash?
Did Rainbow Dash look really young to you? See a cutie mark.
Thank you! Okay, cool!
Traveled back in time to when Rainbow Dash raced the bullies who made fun of Fluttershy and performed her first sonic rainboom?
Spike, only Star Swirl the Bearded could do something like that. And even his spell just went back a week. How could Starlight do more than the greatest wizard in Equestria?
Maybe because, I don't know. You do know that people can become greater than the greats as time passes, right? Or...
Star Swirl's spell. Oh no!
Cool!
Come on,
So yeah,
let's go.
you become greater than greater by sealing their
To watch the
stuff.
race, I don't want to miss the rainbow.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen. There we go. Like, okay, what was the difference between standing on something on Cloudsdale and standing on clouds? Okay, standing on clouds, definitely different. Right, don't save her.
Whoa! Later, Rainbow Crash!
Hey! Aw, sorry about this. Hey!
Oh, yes. Really? That's how that happens? Okay. I thought at least her would probably... Okay, whatever. No, we're not Piggy Pie. This is very depressing. Oh. Oh, man. This is bad. This is very bad. Oh, the one thing that triggers everything. Ah, cool. Didn't I say this in the beginning? Oh, wow. And someone already told me on the exact same episode, someone made like a fan fiction of what would happen, so...
Starlight's up to yet. But we better figure it out before it's too late.
Man, this is...
Twilight, I think it already is.
Yeah. Yeah, without your friendship, the Elements of Harmony never happened, and the Elements of Harmony never happened. I wonder what happened when Nightmare Moon came back. Ooh!
The map pulled us back, but whatever Starlight did in the past changed things here.
Oh my god!
And how do we get here? And where's here?
More like when.
What do you mean?
That cliche.
Starlight altered
When
Star's
cliche.
world spell,
Ding.
then somehow used it on the map to travel into the past and change something. Once she did, the map pulled us back to the present.
So we're back where... I mean, when we started?
Thank you.
Not exactly. Everything's different. Look. The map doesn't even make sense anymore. The Crystal Empire takes up half of Equestria.
Really?
Plus,
Oh.
there's a whole missing castle thing.
Right.
Then why is that still
This
there?
is too
Whatever.
big to handle on our own.
I guess, I don't know.
Think?
We need to find our friends and get help.
Maybe it's like time proof or something, or maybe they'll explain it later. I don't know. You know, and frankly, I don't care. If it's a plot development, it's a plot device.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Twilight.
Really, I thought I would have gotten a
I
bad
know,
feeling as soon as I
Spike,
walked in.
But this is Ponyville. How bad can things be?
That means T-Rex destroyed the tree and didn't come back.
That Sugar Cube Corner?
I don't understand.
Rarity? Rarity?
Poor Spike.
I don't think she's here, Spike. I'm not sure anything we know is the same.
I guess.
But I know one place that could never change.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That sucks. Oh, that means they gave in to the super squeezy spider, whatever. Cider, whatever. Basically doing things with assembly lines and not love. Oh, she's still there. I thought she wouldn't be there anymore.
Applejack?
What can I do for you?
It's so good to see you. We couldn't find Pinky or Rarity or Fluttershy or Rainbow Dash, but I just knew you'd still be here.
Of course I am. This is my home. But who in tarnation is Pinky Bow and Flutterdash? Or you, for that matter.
You don't know who I am?
Nope. Honestly, the only name I recognize is Rarity, but she left for Manhattan years ago.
Probably to become a world-famous fashion designer at that.
No.
Not that I know of. Last I heard, she went to help with the cause like every pony else.
Cause.
Because
The war against King Sombra and the Crystal Empire?
Yeah! King Sombra!
Where have you two been?
Actually, it's when.
I know this is hard to believe, but you and I and those other ponies I mentioned are friends.
Also,
Did you
war.
warp your head on a crate of cider or something?
I'm telling you the truth, and if you come with me, I'll prove it.
Here we go. Oh, you're coming with me. Trust
Well,
me.
I'll admit, I've lived in these here parts my whole life, and I've never seen this before.
I guess
There's
it's just
also
like a
supposed to be
temple
castle
anomaly or
that
something.
goes with it.
But I still don't see what this has to do with you and I being friends.
Another pony named Starlight Glimmer used this map to travel through time and change things in the past. For some reason, the map's here, but everything else is different.
Okay, thank you. You're
Different
explaining
how?
it. Cool.
Well, for one thing, where we came from, there's no war with King Sombra.
Yeah, we kind of beat him before he even materialized himself for
Maybe
like
you
5
can tell
minutes.
us how the war started. Then we can figure out when everything changed.
That's easy enough. When the Crystal Empire returned, it brought King Sombra back with it.
Ooh, finally. This is what I was asking. And did we upload that
It didn't
video
take long
too?
for him to force every one of his subjects to fight for him against Equestria.
Oh god. They look like Sector. I think I got that right. I know there's another one that looks almost identical. It's another Mortal Kombat character. And oh no, wars. Very bad. You know. Undertale taught me better, but I don't care. Oh my god. I just like how he has a professional breeze going through it at all times. Rainbow Dash is being a... Does she have a metal wing? Hold up. Oh, she does. Whoa. Yes! Oh my god, this is the best ever. Oh my god.
Princess Celestia leading the charge. It still takes every last pony in Equestria doing their part, working day and night to keep up the fight.
Oh man. So like, what happened to Princess Luna, or you know?
I just can't believe it. We stopped King Sombra. You and me and all of our friends.
Discord probably
But
didn't happen
we are
because
friends.
they
At least
stopped
not
the
here.
tour before you can beat.
Right.
Unless this is chaos to him. I don't know.
Look, I hope all this helped, but I really need to get back to canning those apples.
Thank you. We're going to set things right.
I hope you do.
So, how
Just
are we
being
gonna
honest.
set things right?
I don't know!
Does that mean the elements of harmony are still
What we know
here?
for sure is that Starlight stopped the rain boom.
Where's that going to?
I'm still here.
Spike, that's it! The map is connected to the Tree of Harmony. It must sense that something isn't right. That's why it's still here.
Okay, cool.
I'll just use
That makes
Starlight's
sense.
version of the spell and go
I
back
guess.
a little earlier and stop her before she even knows we're there.
But okay. Whatever. Nah, I'm gonna question until it's over. Yeah, time travel. It makes my head hurt.
All we have to do now is find Starlight and...
Well, that sucks.
Well, finding her will be easy, but stopping her's gonna be harder than you think.
I like how they're doing physics
Sorry
right
to
there.
disappoint
That is
you,
that
but
is
I
actually
created
good
that
attention to
spell
detail.
send myself back in time, so even when you cast it, I still get sent back here. It wasn't difficult to change Star Swirl's spell. He'd already done the hard part. But figuring out I could use the map to go to any time or place and pull you along with me? I even impressed myself with that.
That's
I
amazing.
knew you'd try to stop me. You're so predictable. Why else would I leave the scroll behind? Touching it triggered the map to whisk you here and watch me erase the one thing that linked you with your friends.
Yeah, which is still like,
My
Rainbow
village was
Dash.
a sanctuary of equality where no pony's cutie mark allowed them to feel superior. It was a special place, and you and your friends took it away.
Right. Oh. Okay.
Now it's my turn
Yeah.
to take something special from you! Without the rain boom, you and your friends will never form your special cutie mark bond! Cutie marks for cutie marks! Sounds like a fair trade to me!
You know what? I declare you as even better than Tirek at this point. I have to say that. Oh man. I think, oh my god, she's amazing! Oh my god!
Oops!
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's a dragon. Yeah, he's dead. Save him.
No problem, Spike. At least now we know exactly what we have to do.
I'm so excited. Teleportation. I will never understand how you use it. Why? How does it occur?
Okay,
And how
keep
how
your
the
eyes peeled.
specifics
Great.
work?
We have to stop Starlight as soon as Rainbow Dash and those bullies race by.
I'm just gonna say you can do it and just
Twilight?
forget about the
So be
statistics.
ready,
I know, but
because she can pop up anywhere.
Listen.
like, over there?
Just remember how you'd feel if someone said those things to you.
What's going on here?
Oh, I was just reminding these two colts how hurtful teasing can be.
Well, don't.
What?
I
Come
mean,
on, Twilight.
Sure?
Of course. In a world where
She's
every
amazing.
pony is unique, some are bound to feel more special than others. But that isn't a license to be cruel, is it?
Wow. She's amazing.
Of course not.
She's brilliant.
Isn't it a shame we don't live in a world where every pony is equal? No one would ever tease anyone there.
Oh god.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh my god.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, it'd be nice not to be teased, of course.
Ah.
But that's not the same thing.
Come on, Fluttershy. Maybe I can help you get through the course this time.
Well, I sure could use the practice.
Oh my god.
I
She's
know
amazing.
how to convince those bullies to not tease Fluttershy to stop the rain boom.
Oh, that's not true. I convinced them not to be bullies because every pony should be equal. Stopping the rain boom is just a bonus.
Look!
So,
This isn't over yet.
so she can still change.
If you say so.
Oh my god. It's like the little things you can change in a certain scenario and other things. Oh.
Hi. You think you can stop for a minute? Sure. I hear you're pretty fast. Pretty fast? Please. I'm even faster than that.
You're lucky she
Okay,
probably can't
so,
remember things like
hey,
you when she's
wanna
that
race?
age.
That wouldn't really be fair. I mean, you're a full-grown pony, and wait, are you an alicorn?
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you were fast. Actually, I just remembered I have somewhere I need to be.
I would probably be like that too if an all-powerful being
I
came
just
up
need
to
you to
me.
fly fast enough for a sonic rain boom. What? I can't do that. No pony can. It's not even a real thing. It's just an old mare's tale.
No, like all things in
I know
life.
it's not. I've seen you do it in the future.
Because I'm from the future!
Okay.
Nice
I'm
face,
gonna
by the way.
go now.
Not creepy at all, Twilight. At all.
Gee, Twilight, what's the matter? Couldn't convince her to do the impossible?
Her using her magic to levitate herself is like amazing to me. I love that. I just love that. I mean, like, why don't more unicorns do that? Do you have to be a fairly powerful unicorn to cast levitation on yourself? I guess so.
Well, that didn't work.
Probably
It's gonna be
not.
harder than I thought. We'll have to try again.
Hey, Twilight,
I don't want to
Probably
live in
takes a lot
that
of magic
awful
or something.
future we saw.
I don't think you'll have to.
Well,
Pinky? Fluttershy? Silence! Changeling.
oh, so this is it.
Queen Chrysalis found in these woods must be destroyed.
Ah, yes. Okay, this is something that I wanted for a long time. Okay, so technically they're gonna go through timeline and timeline, I guess, and then a different villain's gonna be
I was
part
sure
of
I
that
saw you,
timeline.
Spike.
Welcome
Which is
home,
great.
Twilight.
Because
We traveled back in
First-
time to when Rainbow Dash performed her first
Okay.
sonic rain boom.
Homestuck rules,
Without the
no matter what
rain
ending we
boom,
get
you and your
here,
friends will
there is
never
still
form your
timelines
special
out there
cutie-mark bond.
that has a war going on with King Sombra, and now we know there's a timeline going on with a war against Chrysalis that isn't resolved.
I don't think you'll have to.
That is
All
amazing.
servants of Queen Chrysalis found in these woods must be destroyed.
I want fan fictions right now, by the way. Fan fictions right now. If they're not on my table by the end of this episode.
And he's a dragon! A likely story. Do something dragonish.
Yeah, close enough.
That works. The servants of Chrysalis would do anything to
It was
save their
dragonish.
evil skins. Stop!
If they are changelings, we'll
Oh,
succeed.
dude, you're
Though I
okay.
think they're not what they appear to be.
Zecora, please, you have to listen.
Beneath this salve, no changeling hides, for it reveals the truth inside.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Guess it's not
The
working.
meaning
So
is
kill them.
far worse, I see, for it is we who should not be.
I
Oh.
think I can explain.
I'm sure you can, but
Heavy.
let's not talk here. Chrysalis and her army will soon draw near.
Heavy. No, seriously, that's heavy.
The changelings took over not long ago. Though I'll wager in your world that isn't so.
Chrysalis and her army tried to take over Canterlot, but my friends and
By trying to marry my brother.
Those friends as you know them are not
That's an
here.
important detail.
But tell me, how all this came to pass.
Starlight Glimmer, a pony who traveled back in time to stop my friends and me from ever coming together.
And it is these friends you have in life that keep Equestria free from strife?
I guess so.
I love that word.
But this is the second time I've come back, and this world is even worse than the last one. If Starlight keeps doing the same thing in the past, how could the present be so different?
Ah, time is a river where even the tiniest changes seen can lead to a cascade of effects downstream.
Yes, I said that once in my story. Have you been copying off of me?
This part of the
Actually, it was
forest
worded
is
differently,
dark
but you know what I
and
mean.
dark, but it's done well to hide our camp.
Wonder how many timelines we're gonna be seeing. Just these two or another one? Because I would like to see a Tira dominant area.
This is cozy.
You know.
Please, you have to help us! The changelings attacked Ponyville! We barely escaped with our lives!
The only changeling attack I see is the one that come here looking for me.
It's
Yeah.
taken quite a while to find you, Zecora.
There we go. Okay, proper introduction time, because we didn't even get to learn your name in the first time we saw you.
What a lovely village you've chosen to stage your little resistance.
Glad to have you back.
It
Oh
looks
my god.
absolutely delicious. Oh, come now, Zecora. You're vastly outnumbered.
Yeah.
I know you don't want your charges hurt. Come quietly to the dungeons of Canterlot, and I promise to leave the others alone.
Why would she ever trust you?
Makes
Even
sense.
if there's a chance Chrysalis will honor her word, shouldn't you try?
No.
Race to the map while we hold off the attack. Stop Starlight and put the whole world back on track.
Nice.
Time to make a decision, Zecora. Even if what you are saying were true, we'd never surrender to a creature like you!
There we go. That's the best rhyme she's ever said in a while. Oh my god. This is from sheer amazingness. This one takes the cake for me. Here we go again. Good job. Now you see, now you're starting to learn.
Not bad.
Oh, you cut a
But
cloud in
it's gonna
half.
take a lot more than that. Lucky for you, there's more where that came from.
I just like how this is going on and, like, you know, they seem to be taking this really well. Alicorn
Gotta
Butter.
work on your aim.
Hey, her aim was never that good. It was.
Whoa!
Oh, they're both tired.
What are you doing? You have to finish your race.
Wow, my god!
It's way more exciting. See?
You can't stop me no matter what you do.
I don't care if she planned that or not. That was amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Oh man, indeed.
That's strange.
Well, you obviously don't mean us falling because that's becoming pretty routine.
Yeah,
No,
ponies fall a lot in
it's
this
just the
show.
other times we've come back. It's been day. But look.
Now it's.
Why would the map bring us back to a different time of day than when we left?
Maybe we should
Because it's eternal night, baby! It's eternal night! I love this episode. Just saying, loving this final. Don't know if you noticed. Don't know if you noticed. Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, she rebuilt the castle!
Two sisters!
That's amazing!
Well, don't just stand here.
She rebuilt the castle! Night. Night all the time. Night everywhere. I'm just surprised we, like, had to go through. Okay, we did villain 3, 2, and 1.
The castle isn't open for viewings today. The tapestries all need changing. Again.
Rarity! It's me!
I don't socialize with dragons. I don't know any pony who would.
Oh.
Rarity, you have to listen to me. The future of Equestria is at stake. I don't know how you know my name, but I am far too busy to entertain some tourist's ridiculous fantasies. I have to get back to the map so I can stop Starlight from changing the past, because every present I come to is worse than the last.
Oh, come on. I think this is really great. Yeah, look at it. Look at her. She's amazing. What'd she do to her sister? That's what I want to know.
Now that's something I would like to see.
Oh, God.
Tell me how you came by this magic to travel through time.
The princess asked you a question.
Rainbow
And
Dash?
unless you want to end up in the dungeon, you'll tell her what she wants to know.
No pony in my kingdom but me should possess a magic powerful enough to change time.
Well,
Kingdom?
yes.
Who else?
Well, you did her sister.
Celestia, of course.
Why did you say that out loud? What'd you do?
My sister has been imprisoned in the moon for years.
You did
No
that!
less fate than she sentenced me to. Now, reveal to me the source of this time magic.
Whoa. Whoa.
All right.
Twilight, no!
We have no choice, Spike. I can take you to it, but you'll have to get past the Timberwolves.
We're
I am
Timberwolves?
the ruler of all of Equestria. Do you think I can't deal with Timberwolves?
The lowest enemy?
I know you can.
And if you were thinking of trying to escape,
Oh.
It would be very unfortunate for your friend.
It's very great to see, you know, Nightmare Moon more than like 15 seconds. It's great.
how does it work?
I love this.
Pony from my time used a spell to travel back and change the past.
And now you will give this spell to me.
I like how you didn't question why she's an
Sure
alicorn.
that the elements of harmony are never found, and my reign lasts forever.
But it won't.
What?
In my world, my friends and I found the elements and used them to defeat you. And I will do everything in my power to bring that world back.
No!
Nice. Teleportation!
Now
See?
more than ever, I
This
know
is what
how
happens.
important it is to stop you.
This is what happens.
Well, good luck.
She's getting better. The more times she does it, the more times she knows how to defeat you. Tirek, yes, yes, destroy all the trees! I'm gonna fall. Who's this? Oh, Discord! Nice! You would just be tormenting them for all eternity. Who's this? Really? Wow. Okay. Fine. Whatever.
Twilight. No, you were right. I can't stop you. But you can't stop me from trying, and we could be stuck doing this for all eternity.
If that's what it takes to keep you and your friends.
Lorax.
Cutie mark
For Flim and Flam. Lorax. Just think about that. Just think about that. I understand.
What you're doing goes way beyond cutie marks. Everything we do here in the past, even the smallest change, can snowball into an avalanche of trouble for the future.
Does she know about
Next,
the futures that you've been going
tell me
to?
that the fate of all of Equestria hangs in the balance.
They do.
It does.
Spare me your overblown ego. No group of friends, not even Princess Twilight's, is that important.
You...
I
Okay.
know how important other ponies' friendships are to the future, but I can show you what the world is like without mine.
So she never actually knew. Wow, that sucks. You suck. Who's this?
Where are we?
The future.
The future.
Well,
Or
the
rather,
present.
Present.
Thank you.
But there's nothing here.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but every world I come back to is worse than the last.
Well, come on, I still gotta say the Tierra one was pretty
So
alright.
important to Equestria, but we are.
I don't believe you!
Come on, Starlight, look around.
Like I said.
Right, because everything was so much
past
the
affects
same.
Future, even the tiniest act, and what you're doing leads here. I know I can't stop you.
It isn't really that
but
tiny.
I thought showing you this might change your mind.
Change my mind? You don't know anything about me. I was perfectly happy before you and your friends ruined what I built!
I don't know what happened that led you to make your village without cutie marks. And I'm sorry my friends and I had to take it away.
Like, what, you're probably not gonna say
You
it.
wanna know what happened to me?
Good, cool, okay, cool.
I'll show you!
This is probably gonna be really sad. Serious mode.
Where are we?
That map of yours is connected to every part of Equestria, and this part is my home. Sunburst and I did everything together. In fact, I don't remember us ever being apart. Until today.
Who just does that? Who just does that?
And just like that, my friend was gone.
Well, I'm special now.
His
Goodbye.
family recognized his magical talent and sent him off to Canterlot. I never saw him again.
Well, why not?
Because of his cutie mark. He got his and I didn't. He moved on and I didn't. I stayed here and never made another friend because I was too afraid another cutie mark would take them away too.
That's ridiculous. A cutie mark can't take your friends away.
Not every
He was just a douche.
Get her cutie mark at the same time as her friend.
Well, the CMC kind of did.
You don't know what it's like to lose a friend because of a cutie mark. But once I stop the rain boom, you will.
You did that like a
I'll
billion
destroy
times.
This scroll. There'll be no way for you to change it.
Jeez. Okay, never mind. It wasn't as sad as I thought it would
I
be.
don't know what you went through, but I do know you can't do this. I've seen where this leads, and so have you.
I only saw what you showed me. Who knows what'll really happen?
I've seen it a dozen times. Things don't turn out well in Equestria without my friends.
Ugh, what's so special about your friends? How can a group of ponies that are so different be so important?
The differences between me and my friends are the very things that make our friendship strong.
I thought Sunburst and I were the same, but we turned out different, and it tore our friendship apart!
That thing should
So
be
try
done.
again.
It should be
Make
done,
new
even
friends.
even though it's like
Something
that.
you can't control happens that changes things. Work through it together. That's what friendship is. And it's not just my friendships that are important to Equestria. Every pony's are. When yours ended, it led us here. But just imagine all the others that are out there waiting for you if you just give them a chance.
How do I know they won't all end the same way?
I guess
Because
it's
they
up
can't
to
get
you
a
to
cutie
make
mark
sure they
again.
don't.
Talk no jutsu achieved! Now that's just lost in time, I guess.
One castle of friendship? Check.
What an equestrian!
A castle full of friends. Check.
Is every pony okay? Can you do it again?
One group of amazing friends? Check!
Yeah, Spike. It looks like we're home.
What's she doing here?
She's our friend now.
Actually, it's kind of a long story.
Complicated. Very complicated. Probably plot holes, but I'm not even gonna try to find them.
I mean, I knew my rainboom was awesome, but I never thought all of Equestria depended on it.
Thank you for saying it out loud.
I think it's more than that. Friendship connects all of Equestria.
Yes.
And undoing one group of friends made its magic less powerful.
Yes.
Can't believe y'all were able to travel through time like that.
That starlight must be pretty magical. She obviously has more talent for magic than almost any pony I've seen. My magic couldn't stop her. I had to convince her to stop on her own. Once I realized that, everything fell into place.
But if she's as powerful as all that, we can't just send her on her way.
Yeah, she'll probably come back and do something
I
worse because she
kind of have
realizes
something
she
else
doesn't
in
have
mind.
friends. You're about to love to tolerate the hell out of
I
him.
know there's no excuse for what I did, but I want you all to know that I'm ready for whatever punishment you think is fair.
I've been thinking a lot about how badly Equestria fared without just one group of friends.
Eternity of
Because
friendship.
even when one friendship dies, the results can be disastrous.
I know first hoof how true that can be.
And that's why I've asked you here. If you're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach you what I know. You'll have the power to make Equestria an even better place.
How do I start?
Starting is easy. All you have to do is make a friend.
Yeah.
And you've got 7 of them right here.
Yeah, because that's the biggest cop-out to anyone who's been converted to have friends. You already have a good amount.
I
Song.
never thought that I would find a place to step right in and start again.
Yeah. Just hear me out.
I never thought that I could just begin right where I left off and make a friend. Don't ever think that it might be too late. You don't have to wait. There's no mistakes with the friends you make. A friendship's only made of what you bring. And if you do it right, you can do anything. Just use your eyes. This time, no lies. Just don't disguise who you are inside. Because your friends are always there for you. You don't have to be the same for friendship to be true.
Wait.
Because your friends are always there for you.
Yeah, okay.
The world is still
So self-levitation does seem like something
you
that...
have more to gain. There's nothing that a friend won't do. Everywhere you go, friendship there will grow. When you find it, it's the key. Friends can change the world you see. Everywhere you go, friendship there will grow. When you find it, it's the key. Friends can change the world. Friends can change the world. Friends can change the world you see.
And all the friends that we made throughout the course of our journey. It's so great. Nope, that's it. Anyway, got one thing to say before I forget. Alright. Okay. You know how the pony that got its cutie mark and then immediately left Starlight Glimmer. It's just okay. First of all, he's the douchebag. He's a Chira. Okay, he is a Chira. That is like, there's no line of dialogue. He just saves her from being crushed by books, gets his cutie mark and just bails. Okay, first of all, what? Okay, second, I want to say this, and I don't know if this was probably like the double-sided intention, but how amazing would it be that instead of this Sun, whatever his name is, it was Sunset Shimmer. Now, wouldn't that be amazing? This is just me spitballing here. I'm not saying that this should be it. I'm not saying it could be better because of it. But I'm just spitballing here. Would it be like somewhat of like a bigger, like, oh my god moment if it was Sunset Shimmer who did that for her, got her cutie mark, went to Canterlot, did this, was not up to standard, then ran away to the Corsair universe? Corsair Girls universe. That would be amazing, and it would tie in so well to the movies and the show, which hasn't really been getting a lot of like attention to that they're their own separate thing, or there are, you know, canon things that should be mentioned. That would be amazing to me, and I'm not sure because I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know if her being the friend would actually cause like plot holes and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, since his name was kind of like similar to Sunset Shimmer. Even though I forgot his name, but it was something sun involved. I think that was like the double-sided intention. And if it wasn't, that's just my theory. A pony theory. Thanks for watching. Anyway, okay. In terms of lesson and moral and stuff like that My Little Pony is known for its final, you could say that it's a lot better than the last season's finale when it was pretty much overshadowed by let's fight this giant guy in Dragon Ball Z battle to pretty much just do the shock factor of everything. And even though that is still amazing, I have to say that Starlight Glimmer is one of my favorite villains now because of how smart she is to understand how Twilight worked. It's like, if I leave this behind, she's obviously going to grab at it, or something or another is going to grab at it, and she's going to try to stop me. And when she tries to stop me, I'm just going to continuously beat her because changing this one thing is so easy. It's not even considered to be a challenge. The only problem with her plan was she never really got to understand what happened after she was done changing the timeline like that. And I love how this is kind of a love letter to me about how I called certain things. I don't know, since my old channel is gone, you can't really look at my old videos until they're reposted, and my hopes for season 5 and, you know, the things that I do for like reviews and stuff like that. I have always said after a villain, I would love to see this villain again. And then I've just been constantly just destroyed and hit after and after by comment saying, they're not coming back, he's been destroyed, she fell too far down, she's not coming back, there's no possible way. There's always a way for a person to come back. There's always a way a villain can come back. And they use time travel for it. Thank you, My Little Pony, for proving everyone wrong that it doesn't just take a continuation of a timeline to say that this person's not coming back. I knew they were going to come back sooner or later because they're too good to not come back. Sure, they didn't have like a fantastic big role, which is not what I was asking for. I just wanted to see them again. Thank you. So, for all of you watching this and who have doubted me, I would like a cookie in the mailbox by the time I reach 35. And if I don't get it, I will forget because I'm 35. I've probably read all this about this channel when I'm like, what, 23? Okay. But anyway, to leave off on more serious terms, this episode was amazing for the amount of thought put into it. Using time travel is by far one of the most dangerous things you could do in any series whatsoever, because you will always have those things that say, well, this is a plot hole, this doesn't work, well, if this happened, why didn't this? And probably one thing people are probably going to say is, instead of trying to get rid of her entire friendship completely, why not go back in time and try to correct her wrongings in a particular other time point to get a better advantage before she gets to, you know, when she stopped her before. That could be something. The map is the key to every place ever, so yeah, and when she goes back in time, she still exists. So it's not like she goes back in time, she's no longer there until she leaves, and then her self that's part of that timeline comes back. No, she's still there, so she could probably help herself out or something like that. But that would cause more plot holes because it didn't really happen, and you know, time warp and warplex, and oh my god, it's just I don't like talking about time travel. I did time travel once in my story, only once, and I got 10 people out there. I had to do 10 people to read how it worked to understand if it's good or not. And all 10 of them said it works. No plot holes. You did time travel correctly. And that is very hard to do. If you're interested in that, Later on, I'm going to say something about the story that I'm writing, and you guys can decide whether or not you're going to participate in it. But this is still about the end of season 5. For a finale, this was great. We had a villain that came in the beginning, and she came back in the end. I like that. And I like how the order of which all the timelines did was like, the order was Season 3 opener villain, Season 2 finale villain, Season 1 opening villain, and I think, who was next after that? I completely forgot. If it was Tyrek, no, it was Discord. It was Discord next, which was a season opener, right? Season opener of Season 2, and Tyrek, season end, Season 4. Which makes sense. All those villains. And then we got, by far the most random one. This had to be the most random one to me. I gotta say this. Flim and Flam, are they trying to nail in the fact that the people who are complaining about how Applejack's family didn't take in the Super Squeezy Cider Squeezy 5000, saying that it's a bad business practice and stuff like that, and they're just trying to hammer in the fact that these two guys are in fact evil, they want to take over the world with their inventions? And yeah, okay, you succeeded. After I saw that little scene, I thought of the Lorax. Sure, their Super Squeezy Cider whatever takes the trees and stuff like that and the products and turn them into whatever, and then if that continues on and blossoms more and more machinery, then we're going to be killing the environment or whatever, and then destroying everything that we first thought was good when they were using it. So yeah, I guess you can have the Lorax effect against Slim and Flam, but I think you could have done better with that last bit on who would take over the world. I would rather see the comic book villain pop out of the comic book and take over the world with their crazy hairdo than see those. But that's just a nitpick. It was still great to see, but the one thing that is probably a mystery to me, and I think it's intentional, but I would still like to know, when they went back into the past to see what had changed, so Starlight can see what had changed, so Twilight can take Starlight to see what had changed, it was just a barren wasteland. What villain did that? It's my question. I don't know if this is supposed to be looked into, but I would really like to know what villain made the entire area a wasteland. Because if Tyrek didn't show up, I would definitely say Tyrek, but Tyrek did show up. He was just destroying things already in his giant form and stuff like that. So that was it. That was it. He was already destroying stuff. But when it got to the present this time, it was already completely annihilated. What villain had the capability of just wiping out the entire landscape like that in the present? I don't have much theories because I'm not smart, but you guys are a lot smarter than me, so if you have an idea, please tell me. And if it's not supposed to be looked into and it's supposed to be like, oh, see what had happened if you did this? Because you can't say that it's like a different point in time, because every time they went back into the present, it's always the exact same time. That's why they already questioned why was it nighttime when they came back. So it's always the exact same time. So since that place is completely different, a different villain did that. What did that? Because I'm out of options. There's no other villain that I can probably think of that can do that. Gilda's not evil. Okay, she was bad when our first beginning, but just because that happened doesn't mean that she could destroy the entire area like that. Okay. That's actually really intriguing to me, and I really want to know. King Sombra started a war. Chrysalis was going all over the place stealing ponies, and they had to retreat into the Everfree Forest to for safety. Tyrek's destroying stuff. Discord's having fun with everything, just making everything its chaos background. Nightmare Moon's doing her thing, trapped her sister in the moon. Irony of timelines and stuff like that. Like, if you want to do that much. And yeah, King Sombra again, war. What villain destroyed everything? What villain destroyed everything? I know I'm probably thinking too much into that, but that's just too interesting to me for how the time travel thing worked. Really interested in how that happened. But again, my certain points is just that I think I would have had more emotional connection and an emotional feel if that was if Starlight Glimmer was friends with Sunset Shimmer, and Sunset Shimmer gained her cutie mark to go to Canterlot and did that stuff. Because then that would make more sense, because I didn't even know who that dude was. He just got his cutie mark and said, deuces. I would understand if Sunset Shimmer did that. I would actually kind of understand, because she didn't understand what friendship truly was until Twilight came by. So her getting her cutie mark, realizing she's special, to go to Camelot and be special would make sense, and also makes sense with the fact that she ran away to the Equestria universe because she felt like, you know, all this other stuff. It would make so much sense. Trixie. Okay, that's an idea. You know, I believe in Trixie. I believe Trixie can wipe out that entire life. Like, I'm still on that. When she got the Alicorn Amulet, even though she probably wouldn't have gotten the Alicorn Amulet if she didn't, you know, already lose to Twilight, who wasn't around for her the best and stuff like that. Okay, you know, I'm thinking too far into this. This is a great season finale. I do like the endless amounts of stuff that could happen. They did say they had like a fan fiction of what would happen if Rainbow Dash was stopped. And the giant rainbow didn't happen, even though, you know, a vast majority of people said if it wasn't for Rainbow Dash and a Rainboom, they probably wouldn't be together. But it's also for the fact if Rainbow Dash never wanted to fight for the honor of Fluttershy. So it's Fluttershy, it's the two Pegasus ponies that if it wasn't for those two, the others would not have come together. The elements of harmony would not have happened. Basically, yeah, so the main character is pretty much just spotlighted. And all these other main characters. So that makes sense. I like that, actually. That it was not Twilight's own ambition that formed all the friends. It was other parts of the friendship that has already been accumulated that actually helped out in that manner. And I like that. And I love all the what-if scenarios, and I want to see, like, I love the Homestuck effect that this has, since now we know those timelines exist, they are still going on. A war is still going on. They're still fighting for their lives. They're still doing all these things in other timelines. Unless you want to say them correcting everything from the very beginning is now. But I'm into the multiverse theory and the multiverse and multi-timeline theory thing. So I'm up for that. I'm not just one person. If you correct the future, if you correct the timelines in the past, nothing that ever even occurred will ever happen ever when you correct the past and get to the present. I'm not into like that. That's not that. How about that? That's no fun. Okay, that's no fun. So, yeah, this is a great season finale. I'm gonna get to the movie. I'm gonna wait until later on until I have the official movie because people have been telling me that Hasbro has done it again and cut a whole bunch of scenes out that really probably didn't make no sense to cut. And there's an ending scene to that movie too that probably was cut out. So I'm gonna wait until, like, you know, reliable sources tell me that the kind of movie I have is the correct movie, because I don't want to post it up after all this time of you guys telling me to watch it, even though I continued to tell you guys I wasn't going to watch it until after I was done with the season. But still, I would hate to have you guys disappointed that I didn't get to see all of which I had to delay myself to watch. So, yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it for the review, and that's it for the blind reaction. For those of you who are still interested in my storybook thingamajig, stick around for this. I'm thinking, I cannot tell you the entire story. Obvious reasons, because if I tell you the entire story on the internet, on YouTube, not that I'm afraid that someone's going to steal it and then use it for themselves and stuff like that, because like hell though, I think this is a fantastic story that can change people's lives and stuff like that. But it's for the fact that if it does come out as an anime, I don't want people to go to this as a source and say, oh, so this is going to happen. Oh, okay, so this is going to happen. It ruins the surprise, because my book does have a lot of twists and surprises in it that I cannot simply tell you. It would ruin everything, really. Like, one thing being ruined in the entire grand scheme of the plot can ruin the entire experience. So, that's all I have to say on that regard. But as for people who are interested, I'm going to send Will some pictures from my phone about a particular part that I am in right now, and he probably put up in front of my face right now. This part is like, I had so much fun drawing it, because the guy that the main character is beating up right now did some pretty messed up stuff. And it's just a huge payoff to not only draw all this action stuff, but it's also just so relieving. He's finally getting his own comeuppance when I'm the one who made him do those things to begin with. Because the point of a good villain is that he's memorable, that he did some things that will not only be remembered and actually be somewhat permanent in what he has done, but it's also part of a great villain that if he is going to be defeated, have him be defeated in a way that it seems satisfying. in My Little Pony and stuff like that, when a villain is mostly defeated not through action but with words, it's gratifying because they didn't really do anything that warrant them to actually be like destroyed or something like that, or disintegrated, because they didn't really like kill anybody, they didn't do anything. But if you're in something like Naruto, who has this one character who has clearly killed a bunch of people, was planning to kill more people after that, and yet his only punishment is just being talked down to and say he's now a friend now and he should not be imprisoned or should not have, do anything of the sort, that's not really gratifying. Even if the villain who turns out to be now a good guy sacrifices himself, it kind of leaves a lackluster feel to it, especially if he comes back 2 seconds later. You know who I'm talking about if you watch Naruto. But my thing that I'm trying to get out here is, if you guys really want to know about the story, I can tell you about particular characters in the story, because there are a lot of characters in my story. And I can make a video, like a 10-minute video or something like that, explaining how the character works, what is his summary of his story, without giving out too much detail about what goes on in that story, just to get you interested in its character, because I do need some kind of publicity for when I actually do get a chance to make it an anime. I would really like a following of people to help me out in these sort of scenarios, and this is one thing that always helps me out when I make my story, it's outside help. Because, spoiler alert for my story is about outside help. It is about the people who help you, sometimes when you don't know it, and sometimes when you need it, and they give it to you in a way that you didn't expect them to give it to you, but you still use it to that regard. If it's one thing I remember from the first time I made my first couple of chapters, it's always asking somebody particular questions that they gave me the answers to, and I tallied how many times this person told me to do the exact same thing, and then I went with that. So if it wasn't for other people, the story would not be going on the way it is right now. Different paths would have been taken, different things would have been said, different arcs would have been created. This is what I like about the story, because it's unpredictable, in the sense that people are unpredictable. So that's the point of my story, and that's the point that I want to get across to you guys. At first, I was going to be like, I'm going to go by book, tell you things that happen afterwards, and continue to do so until I reach the end of it and continue to talk about it, but that would give away too much, and I don't want to give away too much. That would be like very spoiler heavy and really ruin the experience when it actually does come out. But right now, I am currently on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sketchbooks right now. Only my 11th sketchbook. Almost done with it. About to get to my 12th sketchbook. I only have like 3, maybe 4 pages left when I'm about to hit like a very particular high point. And I have to say right now, in the context of my story, I have reached the pinnacle point where things start. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, have you ever watched an anime that started off really like slow, not much action, but action is there, a lot of interaction and talking, character building, character development, character like structure and stuff like that, world building, all that stuff, everything's pretty much slow, but then it reaches that point where you're fighting, and then that fight leads up to a second fight with less talking in the middle, because you already know these characters, you know what they're capable of, you know what they can do. I think I finally reached that point after 12 sketchbooks. And right now things are about to heat up to a point where things are about to like really blow your mind if you've been paying attention throughout the entire pages that you've been reading, kind of deal. And I'm really happy, and that's why I didn't go to sleep, because I'm too busy having so much fun drawing these scenes. And I used to be a guy who hated drawing action scenes. I hated drawing action scenes, but I love drawing action scenes if the person deserved the beating that they're going to be getting in the action scene. And right now, the main character in the story, if you read up to where Sketchbook 12 is right now, you would look at him so differently, you wouldn't even believe this is the exact same character. And that's the point. I'm saying that vaguely because you don't know what I'm talking about, which is good. That's the point. When you read the story, you see this main character, you see how he works, see how he talks, see how he walks, see how he interacts with people, but then suddenly you get to Sketchbook 12, and then all of a sudden, didn't expect to see that out of him. That's the point. So, all this being said, I'm gonna have Will put up names. I'm not gonna tell you who these names correspond to. This should be up right now. But in your comment to this video, if you stuck around this long, tell me what character do you want me to like kind of talk about. These videos could last up to 5 minutes to 10 minutes, considering how much they probably need to be specified on, how much I need to like delay upon, and if you're really interested in my story, maybe you can try to piece the puzzles together to see if you can understand what the story is about, how things work with these characters, how these characters are important, and how these characters interact with these other characters that you'll be learning about if you care. That's only if you care. Because I did get a lot of comments in like my Undertale video, and my other videos, and other like that ever, like the episode where I try to explain Icon, I did get a significant amount of comments and thumbs up to said comments saying that yes, this story is rather interesting. And I just want to see if you guys actually want to know about it. The only reason why I can't really talk about it is all the stuff I already said. So if you're interested, there you go. If you're not, don't worry. I'm not forcing it. It's just something that seems like an interesting thing, and the names will go in order of how much you want to know about that said character. And it just picked a name that seems interesting to you, because telling you about how the names work with the characters and like telling you their personalities would kind of ruin certain things I'm going to put into the story, into the analysis of that character. So that's it. So for those of you who are here and cared as much, great episode of MLP, and there you go right here. So yeah, this is Do You Want to Be the Universe? I'll see you guys next time. This video should be posted up alongside Daughter of Discord, so I did that too. And other reaction videos are going to come out as well. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.